Hello dear students, welcome to this video. This is part 2 of isometric projection shape blocks. In the previous part 1 we had looked at 2 examples, and in this one also we are going to look at the next 2 examples. So let's get started. The third example looks like this. It is in the form of a U. And the question reads as follows: draw the front face in isometric projection. We had earlier identified the different features of this question. So we have the front view, we have the direction of depth, and we have the amount of depth, which is too deep. So how do we draw this? The length is the horizontal distance, the height is the vertical distance. So we're given with 7, 6 and 2. Next we have to add numbers to each of these corners. So let's do it. And we have 8 corners. This will help us to draw the object in isometric projection. So we're going to bear in mind that we have to make sure that we pay attention to this, and then we are going to draw the rest of the object. So it is very important to draw the isometric axis like is shown in the left, and we're going to start with the point which is here. We're going to start from this corner, so this will be 0.7, and then 0.7 will be here, and then 0.8 it is to the left, and since the length is to the left, so we are going to move 7 triangles to obtain 0.8, and then we draw the line. Next we have 0.6. 0.6 is above 0.7. This is 0.6 and it is above, and it is 6 squares. So we have to count 6 squares from 0.7, and then we'll obtain the line here. And then we're going to move to 0.5. 0.5 moves to the left because it is in the length, and we have to move 2 triangles to obtain 0.5. We draw the line. Next we have 0.4. 0.4 is 4 squares down 0.5. So we count 4 triangles and then we obtain 0.4, and so forth. We can continue the drawing as such. This part is the front view, and the front view we can see it here. This is the front view, so we have put it here. Next we have to move these points to the depth. So we're going to start with 0.7, and then we're going to move 0.6, and then we're going to complete this face, and then we're going to move 0.5, and then we're going to move 0.3, and then we're going to move 0.2, and then finally we're going to move 0.1. So the whole object completed looks like this. We have shaded the front view red. We're going to shade the top view yellow, and then we are going to shade the side view blue. The completed neat drawing with the proper rendering should look like this. Let us look at the last example here, which is example 4, and it resembles a stair. We're given the different features of it. So this would be the front view, and then we have the arrow which indicates the direction of depth, and then we also have the depth itself. The horizontal distance is the length, and the vertical distance is the height. Here the LSG for this object will be 6 6 and 4. Next we are going to add numbers to each corner so that it is easy for us to draw this object. This object has 8 corners. We have to pay attention to this part. We have to draw the arrows for the LSD, and then we start the drawing. We're going to start from the bottom right corner because of the arrow which is given here. So we are going to start from this point. This point is point 7, and on our grid point 7 will be here. Since point 8 is to the left and the length line is in the direction like this, so we have to move to the left, and we have to move 6 triangles. And once we have drawn the line, we are going to move to the next part, which is 1. So point 1 is 6 high, so we have to count 6 triangles to obtain point 1. Then point 2 is to the right, it moves in the right direction like this. And then point 3 is below point 2. Point 4 is like this. So the length line is in this direction. This is why we are drawing like this. Next we have point 5 and we have point 6. This is the front view in isometric projection. Next what you have to do is that we have to add the depth to this object. We're going to start with point 7, and point 7 moves 4 triangles, and it moves in this direction because the depth is in this direction. Next we have point 6, and then we complete this face, and then we are going to move each point to the depth and complete the faces. So once the drawing is complete, we have to add colors to the front top side, so the top view will be yellow and the side view will be blue, and the completed rendered object will look like this. We have reached the end of part 2. We have studied isometric projection. We have looked at 4 examples of shape blocks and how to complete them on the isometric grid. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Till the next video, take care and see you soon.